the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. No, I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Let down, push forward through the tough times, 'cause everything I'm doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Let down, push forward through the tough times, 'cause everything I'm doing is a tough climb. 'Cause I'm a inside for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision.
YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A and LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, bam! I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. Alright, fam, before we get this episode rolling, just a couple of disclaimers. I do not sell firearms, nor do I promote the sale of firearms or accessories or anything that would constitute a violation of YouTube community guidelines. Any reviews that I do on firearms or accessories are just that. They are for review purposes only. And if I reference the gun manufacturer or the company that happened to supply the product, I am just referencing that for disclosure purposes. All right? Now, fam, look. If you are not a member of the 2A NLA fam club, I do not know what you are doing at this point in time. As a member of the fan club, you receive unreleased content. You'll receive content early. You become automatically eligible for all the giveaways that we do on our bi-weekly live streams, fam. Look. I believe I offer some of the best giveaway opportunities on YouTube. So make sure you're a member of the fam club. It's only $2.99 a month. Just click on that join button down below. And if you are interested in any of the 2A NLA merchandise, just hit that QR code in the corner. You see it. You see it right there. That will take you to the 2A NLA channel. Also, you can sign up to participate in a lot of our giveaways there. So make sure you hit that QR code. All right, that's it. Now let's get back into the episode. All right, fam, let's get this episode rolling. So look, we got a good one today. Look, you guys know your boy is always on the hunt for that next one, right? I am super selective at this point in my gun journey about what guns come into the collection. For me, I'm not looking to add guns for the sake of adding guns to the collection. I'm happy to review guns because I know that just because it's not one that I'm targeting doesn't mean that it's a gun that you aren't interested in. So I want to make sure that I'm always trying to bring you, guns that I think you would enjoy seeing on the channel. But every once in a while, things kind of align. So first of all, I want to shout out 2A Zone for providing this gun to the channel for review. The thing about it is, I liked it so much, I was like, yeah. And I kind of had my eye on it. So when they told me that, hey, are you interested in reviewing this gun? I was like, say less. Say less. Let me get out there and check it out, right? And I warned them ahead of time. I said, look, I've been having my eye on it. I've been watching other channels review it. This is one that I may just take off your hands. And of course, 2A Zone was like, no problem, right? And of course, I'm talking about the Sons of Liberty Gun Works Mark 1. Fam, what I'm going to need you to do is stop playing with your boy. This gun is drop dead sexy. And you know, we've done just a couple of things. I think aesthetically the gun was beautiful out of the box. I think this long, you know, kind of the monolithic rail that they have on the Mark 1 is just stunning. I don't know if you're picking up kind of all of the detail that is in the handrail. If not, I will certainly try to pick up, get you some close-up footage of that. But I think aesthetically the gun is beautiful. We changed up a couple of things. I added that DFCO Kung Fu grip and that DFCO angled foregrip. Of course, it's in a pistol format. Added the UH1 on the Unity riser, as well as the Vortex magnifier. Of course, we have that cloud defensive light with the pressure pad. Look, fam. Neat little package. I have been picking up kind of a lot of short-barreled rifles as of late. Of course, I picked up my Noveski Diplomat recently. I picked up the Type A quad rail and others. I really like these short packages. And of course, you know, I've got a couple of V7 Sovereigns, a pistol version and a long gun version, and those are my favorite guns. But with the Mark 1 winning the most recent contract, I just thought that everything about this gun spoke to me and had to pick it up. So look, we got it in from 2A Zone. Shout out to them. Let's get into the review. All right, fam. First up, fit and finish. I will go ahead and I'll put the specs up there so you guys can check it out. But I just think the gun is very well constructed. And believe me, you know, I've got a lot of really high-end AR-15 platform pistols and rifles in my collection, and this is up there with the best of them. Again, it is just rock solid. The rail system on this gun is amazing. There is no wiggle in it at all. No wiggle in it at all. I just think they did a phenomenal job putting this together. For fit and finish, we're going to give it a 14 out of a possible 15. Next up, reliability. Look, put around 1,200 to 1,500 rounds through it, had zero malfunctions. None. Zip, zilch, nada. It ran really good. This is a new model. I mean, look, Sons of Liberty Gun Works have been around making AR-15s for quite some time and have established a good reputation. Obviously, this gun has been tested extensively, and so normally on a newer model, I'm hesitant to give it a 15 out of a 15 for reliability because I'm taking into consideration it's a one-of-one, but giving all the government scrutiny that the rifle went through, given all the rounds that I put through it, and given Sons of Liberty Gun Works reputation for reliability, this gun gets a 15 out of a possible 15. Alright fam, next up, durability. I found the gun to be highly durable. Like I said, I'll go ahead, if I haven't already, and put up the stats for it so you can understand the componentry that was used, but excellent work. Excellent work. I think the gun is highly durable. I was very tempted to give it a 15 out of 15, but for durability, we're going to give it a 14 out of a possible 15. Next up, trigger. Look, stock trigger. You guys know I'm a trigger snob. I am known to to change out the triggers in my rifle. I didn't do it in this case because I felt like the trigger was solid. If you look, trigger has just a little take up, ever so slightly. Crisp, clean break. Reset. Very short reset. This gun is fast. The trigger is fast. The gun is fast. It feels more. This is not, if you're used to like a competition trigger, like you've seen on some of my like Terran tactical AR-15s in collaboration with V7, this is not that. This feels like more of a mil spec trigger. I'll put the trigger weight up there so you can have it. But I will say this, it is well done. It is a well done factory trigger. So look, for trigger, we're going to give this bad boy a 13 out of a possible 15. All right, fam. Next up, ergonomics. Look, I feel like the gun is very well balanced. It's not heavy. I'll put the weight of the gun up there so you guys have it. This is not V7 light. It's not that. But it is a relatively lightweight gun. It is balanced well. Sometimes with rifles, fam, it's not as much about the weight as it is the balance. And I think the gun is very, very well balanced. It's a very comfortable shooter. This is a gun I would be happy to take to a multiple day class and have to carry it. It would not, you know, stress me at all. I usually reserve that kind of thing for like my V7s because they are so lightweight, but this is one I would be happy to take. Ergonomics, very, very well done. We're going to give it a 9 out of 10 for ergonomics. Next up, accuracy. So look, fam, I found the gun to be very accurate. You know, obviously this is a pistol format, shorter barrel length. It's not a 14.5 or a 16 or an 18-inch gun, so you're not going to take it out the kind of distances you would a full-size rifle. But, you know, I would say I shot it from 75, 150, and 250, and I found the gun to be very, very accurate for if you're looking for a rifle for like close engagements that you can still stretch. This would be a good one to consider. I'm sure that's part of the reason, among many, why it won the most recent contract. And so, look, fam, I found the gun to be very accurate. Again, accuracy is relative. For an AR pistol, for an ARP, I thought it was very accurate. For accuracy, we're going to give it an 8 out of a possible 10. All right, fam. These next two categories we're going to put together. Aftermarket support, maintenance, and upkeep. Did I mention this is an AR-15? Did I? Because I don't know of any other rifle platform out there that has more aftermarket support than the AR-15. As you can see from my build, there is no shortage of aftermarket support. And relative to maintenance and upkeep, very easy to take up, very easy to take down like most AR-15s. We're going to give it a 5 out of 5 in both those categories. All right, fam. Next up, affordability. Look. It's not cheap, fam. It's not cheap. I'll go ahead and I'll put the MSRP up there, but not an inexpensive gun, but certainly I think well worth the money. It's a little tank. It's put together well. It is the kind of gun that will go and go and go and will last you a ton of rounds, but it is not inexpensive. For affordability, we're going to give it a 3 out of a possible 5. Last but not least, flex. Is Instagram gonna go crazy? Or your boy's gonna be like, damn, 100%. Are you kidding me? Look at this gun. Stop playing. Stop playing. I think sons, look, with the way the gun is constructed, with the way I've done this build, with the reputation that the rifle has already amassed, I think there's a lot of flex here. I was struggling to decide. I kept going, 3 or 4, 5. I'm going to give it a 3 out of a possible 5 for flex. I think the gun is very, very flexy. I think having the Mark 1 is a flex in and of itself, and I think I put it together nicely. All right, fam, if you add all of that up, you get an 89 out of a possible 100, just one away from grill gun status. And in hindsight, fam, you know, when I'm doing these scores, I don't know. You know, I'm just doing the box, going each box by box. So I kind of learn it the way you learn it. After I give the scores, I add it up, and that's what it is. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I wonder, I say, oh, this feels like a 85 gun, or this feels like an 80 gun, or this feels like a grill gun, right? This one, I was like, I feel like this is going to be very close to a grill gun, maybe even get grill gun. And sure enough, one away from grill gun status at an 89. Fam, I think that Sons of Liberty Gunworks knocked it out of the park with the Mark 1. You know, mine is just one opinion out of many. There are a lot of reviews of this gun out there in the wild now on YouTube, so I would encourage you all to check them out. I think my main man Jeff at the Weapon Collective has the camo version of this gun, which would have probably gave it a little bit more flex points. It would have probably definitely scored a 4 out of 5 in flex points with the camo version, but I love this kind of dark gray look, and then enhance with the gray accents from the DFCO furniture. I'm tickled pink to have this gun in my collection. And again, shout out to 2A Zone for providing the gun to the channel for review. All right, that's it for this episode, fam. Until next time, as always, take care of one another and peace.